Hey everybody, welcome to Almost Daily Branding for Tuesday, July 25th, 2017. We've got a couple of topics today that we're going to talk about, actually three, if we count the checkup on the 5-minute challenge, mentioned that to you yesterday. And then we're going to get into using your hashtags in the comments section on Instagram. Is it really worth it? And then is Twitter dead? So with the 5-minute challenge, we'll start off with that. That is just either cleaning up a profile that you have on social media right now, and once it's cleaned up, because that should only really take you 5 or 10 minutes to do. So what are you going to do with the rest of your week? You're going to look and see how people are interacting, one, with your page. So if you've got people that are leaving comments, that are leaving questions, you want to respond to them first, of course. And then if you've done all that and you've got time, you then want to look and see how other businesses in the area are doing. Yesterday, I think I mentioned looking at competition, but that probably isn't the best. That's probably not the best direction to go, because if you start looking at people that you're competing with, you're going to you'll start evaluating your marketing strategy to theirs. And I really don't want you doing that at this point, especially if you're just now looking at doing your own branding. So what you should do is find a local company that you want to just look at and see what they're doing on all the major platforms. If you want to, of course, that you can also take a look at Your Level Fitness. I've got all my stuff linked up there, and you can see really how I do branding on a day-to-day basis with that. So that's the 5-minute challenge. Again, just take 5 minutes every day this week and work on a new platform. And I'm actually going to be taking part in this as well, because I've downloaded the Anchor app on my phone, set up my channel, first name, last name, but I haven't done anything with it. And if you're not familiar with Anchor, it is it's a complete audio app. And I haven't played around with it as much, but it's essentially like you have your own little radio station. So I need to be adding that to my mix. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to start doing that as of today. So the next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is using the hashtags on Instagram. You absolutely should be using them, but where do you put them? Do you put them at the end of your post before you post it, or do you post your content and then go into the comments section and copy and paste your hashtags there? I personally, I've done it both ways. When I first started, it seemed like everybody that was trying to do branding was putting them in the comments section. And the reason that you do this is because you kind of want your copy to look a little bit cleaner. Maybe you don't want all those hashtags there. So it makes logical sense that you would just copy and paste them into the comments, and that way they still would show up, at least for a period of time, under the tags that you put in there. But what I've found that's really helpful at the end of each post, when you start putting the hashtags in, is that you will actually be able to see how many searches have been, or how many posts have been uploaded with that particular hashtag. So if you're not sure which tags are going to work best for you for a particular piece of content, then you can go ahead and just put it in the post. Now, it's probably been 6 months since I was doing the hashtags in the comment section. So, for anybody that goes in, it's like, wow, if somebody says, oh, well, you can do that now in the comments, and you can actually see the amount of posts that have been put up with a particular tag, cool, awesome. Then you could actually do that from the comments section. But I know the last time I did it, it wasn't available. But the other reason I would put the hashtags in the actual copy instead of just in the comments is, as people are reading, as they get to the bottom, if somebody's they're enjoying your content and they have a particular topic that they're interested in, they can click on a relevant hashtag and they can search through it. Yes, I know this is taking them away from your content and your feed, but here's the deal. The whole thing with branding, the whole thing with getting information out there, is you want to provide the best experience for the end user as possible. So if they, if they want to search a relevant hashtag and they want to click away from your particular post, that's cool. Let them do it. So I think, as far as for where those hashtags belong, I like them in the post, but I know that there's a lot of people, especially a lot of folks in branding and marketing, that like to go ahead and just put them in the comments section. Third thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is, I've seen some stuff lately about people wonder if Twitter is dead. And Twitter, the main issue I have with it is that if you follow a bunch of people, then your main feed just gets filled up with all kinds of stuff. It's definitely information overload, and you don't necessarily know you don't know what you're going to see next, which can be bad because I mean you could be scrolling through, you might be in the particular mood to find a particular piece of information or search on a particular topic, and going through your feed might just be a little too much for you. But that's also where the search feature comes in. If we're on a desktop, that's where the advanced search comes in, where you can do the location targeting, and you can search for particular not only hashtags but particular phrases and keywords and stuff like that. But also using your lists. And I know I talked about this a couple of days ago, but the Twitter list feature I think is the greatest thing because I can organize exactly what type of whatever topic I want, whatever type of conversation I'm wanting to have. I can put those types of accounts in a list. And I'll tell you, if you've only got about 5 minutes to go through Twitter and you start going through your list, you might be able to pop off 8, 10, 12 tweets. And if you look at what most people do on Twitter, they usually will push information out, maybe 2 or 3 times a day, if that. But what you're doing, if you're going through the list and you're replying to tweets, you're liking things, you're retweeting things, you're thanking people after you go through your notifications and stuff, you actually look like you're a little bit of a Twitter ninja. But all you've done is you've taken some time to really organize your profile and organize the way that things are set up. So Twitter, I don't think it's dead. I think you need to do some manual things to organize it. And here's the deal. I mean, because a lot of people believe in this whole notion that Twitter's past, it's not as popular as it once was, but there's just about everybody has a Twitter account. And if a lot of people have migrated over, there's people on Instagram that have hundreds of thousands of followers, and they will get thousands of likes and hundreds of comments on, maybe hundreds of comments, tens, maybe hundreds of comments on a particular post on Instagram. You won't be able to get in touch with them. But if you see that they put a tweet out, and it's not something that's just using the IFT app or sending a link from another platform, you very easily could like and reply and get an actual reply from somebody that otherwise on another platform you probably wouldn't. So I don't think Twitter's dead. And the thing that you always have to be careful of when you're reading articles and people are making statements like that is you need to look at, one, are they active on the platform? And two, what kind of action are they actually involved in if they are on there? There's a lot of things that will make headlines in the marketing world, but they're just not quite true. And abandoning Twitter completely, or is Twitter dead? No, it's not. It's not what it used to be. It's not what it used to be, 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever. But it's still a very useful platform to be on, and it's really one of the easiest ones to get a conversation started. So with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. If you have any comments or if you have any questions when it comes to marketing your small business here in the greater Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky area, go ahead and leave those in the comment section. Or if you want to shoot me a message, you can. You've got all my social media platforms on either one of the sites. That is darylperry.com or yourlevelfitness.com. Happy to help you guys out, answer any questions that I can. Again, have a wonderful Tuesday, and I will talk to you very soon.